We're the Jezebels. That's all.
Here I come.
I want you to get up right now, go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, "I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!"
Alrighty. Welcome to the show of shows, the show that makes you go, hey, that's a show. This is Bbbbn, big bloody breaking Blu-ray news. Not terribly breaking today. I don't know. I didn't get a good start to the day, and so I was not around when the Vinegar Syndrome shiznit dropped, and so also a little bit early. I'm 4 minutes early. Just not good at time today. Time is a mystery. Time is but a construct of our collective consciousness. And shit. Don't need that. Oh goodness. I'm just starting off to a great start. Yeah, that's the good shit. Oh. You detected your stream may be temporarily blocked. Well, that's not good. Mic level seems low. That's not good either. Doop. It does look really low. I don't know why that is. Let's just get this. Let's get this all up in this bitch. There we go. Bop 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 a doo wop ba doo ba doo ba dee bop bop ba doo bop 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 a doo ba doo ba doo bop a doo bop a doo. Oh, now the thing is all. Let's just get this in here just a little. There we go. All right. Okay. That's good stuff. All right. Bada bada boop boop. Yeah, I don't know why. This is the exact same setup I had before. Just, I don't know. Whatever. Hello, my fellow trick babies. Let's talk about some stuff. Oh, you know what? I just realized I have everything in the wrong space. One second. I take like a month of no streaming, and I just forget everything and how to do it. Let's see. Go ahead and close that shit so it doesn't fuck up the other shit. There we go. All right. Let's I'm gonna go into my properties for my sound real quick, just see what we got going on here. That's wild. Oh well. Hey Allison. Oh, and because I'm now I gotta. Okay, I can't do that because then my focus is all dumb. You know, people don't realize how hard this is. This is not easy. All right, now I just do this number. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay, and we're just... That's fine. All right. All up in your business. By the way, if you guys want more Michael goodness, I don't know why you need that, but whatever. You can go over and listen to the Piecing It Together podcast. I was on the latest episode. It was a live show at a showing of Cocaine Bear, where we talked about Cocaine Bear. I watched Cocaine Bear. If you want to know what I thought about it, check out that podcast. It's called Piecing It Together. Baby. My light's a little... Wait a second. Oh, my titties all up and about. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. Let's talk about movies. All right. So, let's boop-a-doop. So, Vinegar Syndrome, baby. Let's just here. If I'm gonna be over. There we go. All right. Oh, it's back in my fucking. God dang it. Straight to... it doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? Nothing really matters. You die and nothing happens, baby. Bow, bow. All right. So, let's see here. What do we got? So, I actually minimize my... Putting all this effort in, and I'm just going to immediately... There we go. That looks nice and dandy. I need to fancify this whole thing. Anyway, So we've got a bunch of cool releases. This is really interesting stuff. As usual, I do not care for how sidelined the porno is, but, you know, that's whatever. So first up, Babe from 1981. Babe, directed by John Christopher. Got Tara Ayre, Samantha Fox. All right, Samantha Fox. I just learned the other day that Samantha Fox died. Wait, is that what I? Let me make sure I'm not. I just realized I should probably not just assume that I'm remembering things correctly. Last thing I need. Where is porn star? Yeah, I didn't realize that Samantha Fox died in 2020 from COVID. Fucking COVID. Anyway, so yeah, Samantha Fox, Tiffany Clark, Veronica Hart, and Rod Pierce. I love Samantha Fox. That's what I was looking into her various titles, and I saw that the other day, and I was like, God damn, what a fucking shame. What a fucking shame. So anyway, Babe. Let's see here. Babe is one of New York's top fashion models. She's got almost everything. Oh wait, this is also a little bit. This is a little small, isn't it? Boop boop boop. She's got everything anyone could ask for, but when her grandfather dies, making her the sole heir of his vast wealth, Babe is ready to leave her career behind and settle into the lap of luxury. Although in order to clear the will's stipulations, she must make one major lifestyle change: get married or lose her fortune. Her boss, Dory, is dealing with an equally significant dilemma: the prospect of losing her best model and most valuable asset. Therefore, putting her mind to the matter, Dory devises a devious plan to set Babe up with an eligible bachelor, only to bilk her of the cash, thus forcing her to go back to work. After a tense search, Dory thinks she's found Babe's perfect match, a hack actor named Chad, who has dreams of creating an improbably expensive stage show to be bankrolled by Babe. Will Chad and Dory see through on their plan to bankrupt Babe, or will true love find its way through improbable odds? That is a lot of plot. Let's see, made during the early 86 film excess. It's an ultra-glossy, star-studded, sex-filled romantic comedy scribed by one of the genre's most acclaimed screenwriters, Rick Marks, and headlined by Tara Ayre in one of her earliest roles. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, 35mm original negative, of course. Region A as newly scanned and restored in 4K from its 35mm. I just said that, Jesus. Oh, yeah, I know that there's also the Samantha Fox, the singer. And I got a brand new audio interview with screenwriter Rick Marks and nothing else. But,
As you know, his fortune was not insubstantial. His cash holdings, both national and international, amount to over $15 million. You have been named as the sole heiress to his estate. There is, however, one condition which I think I should bring to your attention.
I'm getting married. Not to that.
Hey, Samantha.
That phony Frenchman, of course not. Then who?
Oh, Ron
I don't
Jeremy.
know.
Gross.
Sex with me.
Believe me, I'm the man.
Separate bedrooms? We'd really see each other quite infrequently.
Fine.
What do you have to offer?
Ha!
Thank you. Next.
I'm also very good in bed.
Okay, I'm super into this. I'm glad I already bought it. Oh, we also got some t-shirts. I don't care, but that's cool. Dog Tags out of VSA title. Dog Tags by Romano Scavolini, who I believe did Nightmare? I don't remember which Nightmare. 1980 maybe? But yeah, Dog Tags. This one looks interesting. I looked at the reviews on Letterboxd, and it was pretty... The consensus seemed to be that this shit is fucking wild, and so, I mean, that's pretty much all I need. And it does look pretty wild. Got a bridge exploding. That's too much explosion for that bridge. Some really nice cinematography. Like, it looks physically really good. So I'm pretty into it. It's very grungy looking. So that's nifty. But I have not seen it, so I don't have any real opinions beyond that. Let's see. During the Vietnam War, a special unit of Army Rangers is sent to rescue a small group of fellow soldiers being held as prisoners of war. After freeing the men, their next step is to reach a safe zone in order to be airlifted to safety. However, their plans change when a mysterious Captain Newport gives the men a new mission. Find a downed helicopter in order to retrieve the classified information contained within. Facing enemy soldiers and navigating their way through the booby-trap-riddled jungle, the men reach the helicopter, only to discover that it is actually filled with missing gold. Now, the men must fight for survival and try to avoid turning on each other as they attempt to make their way out of Cambodia in order to escape with their lives. And the gold. Directed by Italian filmmaker Romano Scavolini. Brutally violent and bleak war movie mixed with elements of a heist film. Let's see, released in America by known exploitation producer Arthur Schweitzer, who did Evil Laugh and New York Ninja. It's released in several different edited versions throughout the years. Interesting. So, 1987, 111 minutes. Of course, 35mm inner positive. Let's see, we've got a 52-minute interview with writer-director Romano Scavolini, an 8-minute interview with executive producer Arthur Schweitzer, alternate ending from the international version, and then we've got some trailers and TV spots and junk. So, cool. Cool. Moving on to something that I do, and I did buy this, by the way. I'll tell you what I bought. I didn't buy a lot because I am not great financially. That's one reason I didn't do much of anything in February beyond the Pinku video, is I had to make money. Oh boy. Let's see here. So, Primal Rage. Primal Rage is fucking sick. I love Primal Rage so much. And, really? Wait a second. Hold up. Oh yeah, sure enough. I wasn't even paying attention to the cover. Huh. That is sad. I mean, that's sad. I guess, a porn star's not in the porn movie, but, it's weird. So I didn't realize that this was going to be a 4K release. I knew it was coming because I worked on the doc. But I did not realize it was a 4K release, and that makes me so happy because this is a fucking rad movie. Let's see here. Let's see what how their plot synopsis works out. The science department at a Florida university has been working on a wonder drug for brain injuries, but has accidentally created something else, a rage virus capable of turning those infected into mindless killers, complete with superhuman strength. So far, so good. Meanwhile, two student journalists, Chad and Frank, are on the hunt for a story that will land them national attention. After stumbling upon the biology lab responsible for conducting the experiments and its large stock of test animals, the reporters believe they've landed on a potentially topical subject, inhumane animal testing. Deciding to break in at night to get some exclusive photos, Frank is attacked by a baboon which, unbeknownst to him, has been infected with the virus. Now with a deadly substance flowing through his body, Frank slowly begins to transform into a bloodthirsty monster in the shell of a man. And it's not long before anyone he encounters starts getting ripped to shreds. But even worse, the virus proves contagious. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good synopsis. Now I'm thinking about it. Or good, general plot. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of baboon in this. That cover is a bit disingenuous. There is a monkey, but it's not really in there very long. It's really just like the first act. And then it goes bananas from there. And it's basically 28 days later in a Miami college. And just as good as that sounds. Hey Lawrence, thank you for dropping in and not getting any of that Baybayyyy time and instead popping in for this good stuff. All right, so yeah, 4K UHD, newly scanned and restored in 4K from its OCN. Looks beautiful, by the way. Having stared at this for a long time. Very nice image. Baboon Bite Maniacs. I am so excited for y'all to watch this doc. This is probably my favorite doc that I've done so far. There is a fairly my only two qualms with my work on this one are, one is the usual. I wish I had a little bit more time to work on it, but that's just the job. But two, I had to include one thing, and I'm not going to spoil what it is, in the documentary, and I didn't find it all that interesting, but it needed to be in there. And it's not interesting. The problem was, the best way to tell that story was by a fairly long stretch of interview from one particular interviewee. And to me, it kind of drags a little bit in that little spot. It's not like a ton of time, but to me, it didn't work all that well. Maybe that's just, my editor eye, and, it'll actually be totally captivating to people watching it. But aside from that one bit, and again, it's just one bit, like early on, like maybe a little bit closer to the middle of the doc, but otherwise, fucking great. I had a lot of fun with it. I cannot get the goddamn theme song out of my head. It's so good. It's such a fucking earworm. So, love that. And again, 86-minute documentary. Could have been 2 hours, honestly. Could have been 2 hours, but I got it down to 86 minutes. Got a video interview with producer Bill Immerman, originally shot in 2020, and then a still gallery, and that's about it. Wish there was a commentary, but I understand it's an Italian production. Carlo Rambaldi's son was the director, and it's exceptionally good. I love Primal Rage. Red Letter Media did a review of it a while back. I don't remember, but if you want, a general understanding of what it's like, don't care about spoilers, it's a really good episode of Best of the Worst. I'm glad that my voice is already going. This is amazing. Anyway, and then we've got this little thing that I had not heard about. Mexican Gothic, the films of Carlos Enrique Taboada. Taboada. Sounds right. And I don't know anything about this guy. Straight up. This one was a surprise to me when I logged on this morning. It includes Rapina, Darker Than Night, and Poison for the Fairies. And yeah, I don't know, man. This is weird. I'm very intrigued. Some really, really amazing, like just great shots here. Like a lot of really solid cinematography. Ooh, yeah. So I'm already into it, but let's see what we got here. Bewitched children, revenge-seeking spirits, and murderous thieves, revered in his country but criminally underknown outside of it. Three of Mexican genre filmmaster Carlos Enrique Taboada's most influential works are collected here for the first time on Blu-ray. Poison for the Fairies. When young Flavia arrives in her new school, she is quickly befriended by Veronica, who starts out as an innocent friendship. What starts out as an innocent friendship, Jesus, turns terrifying when Veronica reveals herself to be a witch. Oh no. Unsure of the truth, Flavia enters into a manipulative relationship as Veronica's accomplice, as the line between what is real and imagined blurs and leads to a spiral of magic, death, sacrifice, and murder. Nice. Darker Than Night, Ophelia has just learned of the death of her aunt, whom she had never trusted. In a sinister twist of fate, she has now inherited her aunt's estate, along with all of its tenants living and dead. Inviting her three close friends along, Ophelia moves into the Gothic house. But shortly after disregarding her aunt's posthumous requests to care for Becker, the house cat, their lives are turned upside down as horrors reveal themselves, and a supernatural force starts to violently attack or pick off the girls one by one. We've got a little positive props from Lawrence. Rapina. Woodcutter Porfirio has always accepted his meager existence. However, one day, while working in a remote forested mountain, Porfirio is the sole witness to a crash of a luxury plane. Desperate to escape his circumstances, he seizes the opportunity to loot the wreckage with his neighbor and co-worker Evodio. But soon, best-laid plans lead to treachery and murder. Sounds good. Sounds good. It's a 2-disc region-free set. Noise. Let's see here. So, OCN, short in 4K, blah, blah, blah. Presented in their original Spanish language soundtracks with newly translated English subtitles. So we've got a video essay on Poison for the Fairies by Valeria Villegas, or Villegas. It's 14 minutes, and another one from Valeria, all three from Valeria, on Darker Than Night and Rapiña. So 14, 15 minutes. So altogether, 44 minutes of extras. And that's about it. I'm intrigued! They look great. But yeah, that intrigues me. Since this is already coming with my subscription, I'm not really, it doesn't really matter, I suppose, but I would definitely, I would probably be pushed to buying this day of, I think. Yeah, I don't think I'd wait for a sale. I think I'd buy this day of. And finally, the most exciting for most people, I know that I'm weird for preferring Primal Rage as far as my excitement levels, but it's partially because I already own this on Blu-ray. So it's just a upgrade. And my... Okay, well, my internet's being a dick, so it's not letting me get the page loaded. But that's okay. We have text. So, yeah, this one's the story of White Girl and her relationship with Cyclona. And they're both kind of wackadoo, and they're both in jail because of crimes. And they escape and they go to meet Sister Gomez, as portrayed by Vincent Gallo. And there's some cops after him, and the White Girl's lawyer's looking for him, and it's a whole thing. And this, of course, is Matthew Bright's sequel to his amazing film Freeway. This is a Canadian production, and sometimes it does have the feel of Canadian productions, which they do talk about in the 98-minute making-of documentary with the cast and crew. Once Upon a White Girl, Remembering Confessions of a Trick Baby. I did a good job with titles in this round. So that took me a while to make. That one, I did this and Primal Rage around the same time, and I think this one wound up with a little bit less TLC than Primal Rage, but they're both really solid, and there's so much stuff to talk about. Like this is one where 98 minutes was me like getting it down as small as I could without just getting rid of rad stuff. It's very, very good, very, very good, and this movie is a fucking masterpiece. Maybe masterpiece is a strong word, but it's very strong. Matthew Bright continues to be an amazing filmmaker. I'm really glad that we've got all these bright vehicles coming from Vinegar Syndrome, and I'm just waiting for Tiptoes. Brown and Dark is a 23-minute interview with Matthew Bright from 2018. He is also in the documentary, it should be noted. Disrupt and Revolt is a 29-minute interview with producer Chris Hanley from 2018. He's also in the documentary. Neither of the two stars is in the doc, unfortunately, but you get what you can get. There's an archival interview with Matthew Bright that's 4 minutes, and then an archival interview with executive producer Samuel Hadida. Also, it's 5 minutes. We also have behind the scenes footage, 28 minutes. Nice. I really wish they'd sent me that. We've got a stills gallery that's 7 minutes long, and yeah. Cool. Let's see. Okay, it's cool. So we're trapped for a second. Let me just go over to my apparoonie there. Okay. Let's see. We've got 39 viewers right now. Not too great, but 40, but only 16 likes. So guys, while I'm waiting on this internet connection to figure its shit out, now might be a good time to go give this a like. I'm seeing 16 likes, but I'm not seeing 38 likes. It's weird. It's really weird. Who would have thunk it? Like, that's such a strange thing. 17 likes. Okay. All right. Okay. That's better. That's better. I feel like the more likes, the more likely my internet is to start working and we can get back on the road with this sucker. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Maybe just 22 likes. All right. Okay, and we're back. So yeah, I don't love this style of artwork. It's definitely not bad, but this is the same for all of the Matthew Bright releases, but the monochromatic thing, I don't know. It's a little, to me, it could be better. But that said, this is still good cover art. And of course, I believe Dark Force is the ones who put this out originally, are the ones. And yeah, I mean, let's see here. It looks good. It was goddamn boobs. There's not really a whole lot of more boob action that could be, but there's some. So, yeah, I really like Freeway 2. It's great. I think I prefer Freeway 1 a little bit. I think that partially because they shot it in California, I think it adds like a certain level of, I don't know, joie de vivre. Well, Jason, it's actually, so I have CenturyLink, but it's not the internet, I think. It's something to do with like DNS settings or something. I don't know what it is exactly. I haven't been able to figure it out, but it's weird because like if I have a connection, it doesn't interrupt that connection, but I can't make other connections, and it's really annoying. So sometimes that fucks me up. Let's see. I did not get the old Primal Rage release, no. All right, so this is it, right? Yeah. So for all four of those, it's $138. I guess that makes sense. Anyway, partner label releases. So we got, as usual, a bunch of stuff. Too much stuff. I'm just going to say it. There's too much stuff here. There's so much stuff. We've got The Upsetter, The Life and Music of Lee Scratch Perry, which I do like. Scratch Perry. That does intrigue me. I haven't decided whether or not I should buy this, though, because I feel like this is something that I would watch once. But it's a documentary about Lee Scratch Perry, and who's a Jamaican musician. And yeah, you know, I mean, on the one hand, Factory 25 is really solid. They're definitely better than ETR when it comes to the docs that they put out. There is a director's this is from 2008, by the way. There's a director's commentary as well as deleted scenes and a booklet with essays. So that is pretty. I like that it has the original documentary pitch letter that they sent to Perry. That's pretty dope. Yeah, that's tough. Let's see. I'm gonna get a sip of water while I just look at this trailer.
For me to survive, I have to find something for myself, and it was like a spiritual vibration. So I said, we're gonna make spiritual music. This spiritual music coming, you call reggae.
Okay, I don't need a copyright claim there. Oh god. Okay, I have to do the thing. I have to do the thing. All right, this is called The Upsetter. How am I not? Ugh, whatever. Let's see. Ooh. One of the most bizarre documentaries I've ever seen. Nothing terribly useful here. Oh, that's a little. Oh, that looks like a stream. That looks like a stream to me. That could go several ways, but that looks like a streaming movie to me. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. All right. But still, very intrigued. Very intrigued. Now, one that I did go ahead and buy, and of course, it's the one that didn't sell out. It still has 1180, but Shaolin Invincibles and 7-1 from AGFA. I guess AGFA is a bit hit or miss for some people. For me, like, there are definitely some titles that I'm like, it's a bit of a slog. But I always am happy about getting these releases. And this looks fucking rad. Look at this shit. Oh, God, and it's all scratched up. Fucking do it to me, baby. All right. So Shaolin Invincibles and 7 to 1. Shaolin Invincibles. Wizards, gorillas, blood spurts. You've never seen a Taiwanese martial arts movie like this one. Two sword-wielding sisters seek revenge against the villains who murdered their family. But these are no ordinary villains. They're wizards with giant elasticized tongues who use black magic to control Kung Fu Gorillas, starring the magnificent Judy Lee from Queen Boxer and the fierce Carter Wong. This supreme basher combines the electricity of a Super Nintendo game with exceptional fight choreography to deliver an otherworldly experience. Come on, guys. You gotta buy this, right? Come on. That's amazing. 7 to 1. An earlier film from the director of Shaolin Invincibles. It finds Ting, martial arts whirlwind Pali Sheng Quan, on a revenge-fueled rampage following the murder of her father. I'm starting to notice a theme here. Assisted by her rock star samurai boyfriend, Ting rages against all manner of street gangs and malcontents. This gonzo Taiwanese battle epic is filled with non-stop fights, bootleg soundtrack cues, and an incredible stunt work from the effervescent Quan. See, this one I bought specifically because I knew it would be perfect for my Thursday Night Thrashers viewing party. So not much as far as extras. We've got the 2 movies, one with burned-in English subtitles, and then the other one featuring English language dub. Both are from the only known prints in existence, which is horrifying. Got an explosive martial arts trailer reel from the Agfa Volts that totals 27 minutes, which is also perfect for my Thursday nights because I can just start that playing before we get going, get everybody pumped up. Does my work for me. Love it. So very pumped for that. Bought it immediately. And then, is this the same? No, this is a different Nightmare. Okay. There's so many movies called Nightmare. It's kind of frustrating. Oh no, this is the Australian one. Right. This is the Australian, or Nightmares. That's what. Nightmares, Australian slasher. Let's look at how this looks real quick. I did buy this as well. I'm kind of a lark because I knew it was sleazy as shit. Look at that. Oh yeah, give me that slasher action. This is from Umbrella Entertainment, of course. Umbrella recently started working with Vinegar Syndrome, which was surprising to me. It was surprising. Screams of terror, silenced only by the splintering of glass. In this textbook example of 80s slash trash, an aspiring actress, Jenny Newman from Hell Night, haunted by the childhood memory of her mother being thrown through a car window, finds herself trapped at the center of a brutal killing spree as one by one her fellow thespians are butchered by a psychopath with a silver sliver of glass. Adding non-stop bloodshed to his successful cinematic recipe of softcore sex and ample naked flesh, Ozploitation auteur John D. Lamond, Felicity, which was put out by Severin, takes on the stalk and slash genre with a vengeance in this infamous homegrown Halloween clone. Proudly high on body count, including a notoriously graphic full-frontal thrill kill scene, and thankfully low on subtext, Nightmares offers the rare opportunity to see a host of famous Aussie faces, dispatched in the most gruesome ways imaginable. So that sounds great. Not Quite Hollywood extended interviews with director John D. Lamond and actress Nina Landis. Not Quite Hollywood, just a documentary that keeps on giving. You know what I'm saying? God, if you haven't seen Not Quite Hollywood, by the way, fucking get on it. It's such a great documentary. Holy shit. We got audio commentary with director John D. Lamond and filmmaker Mark Hartley. Rad. Deleted scenes. Confessions of an R-rated filmmaker featurette. John D. Lamond trailer reel, stills and posters gallery, theatrical trailer. Love it. I'm excited to get my copy. Then from Utopia, we've got Meet Me in the Bathroom, which is already down to 676. What is this? Let's see. An immersive archival journey through the explosive New York music scene of the early 2000s. Meet Me in the Bathroom tells the story of the last great romantic age of rock and roll through the prism of a handful of era-defining bands. The Strokes, LCD Sound System, Yeah Yeah Yeahs, Interpol. What? It's from 2021. It's a Region A Blu-ray. Got a feature commentary with directors Dylan Southern and Will Lovelace, author Lizzie Goodman, and co-director Vivian Perry. Got a Q&A with Jim Jarmusch as the moderator, and then Tim Heidecker moderating another Q&A at the LA premiere. What the fuck? Adam Green at Webster Hall Unplugged, and a booklet featuring an essay by Alex Ross Perry. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Okay, we got to do the thing again. Because this sounds amazing. Doesn't this sound fucking rad as shit? Oh my god. And again, oh well, oh that's a mix. Oh, this is tough. I might have to. Oh god, I might have to get Showtime and check it out. That looks really good. That looks really fucking good, you guys. Hot diggity fuck. Oh. Oh. Yeah, both those docs, a lot of mixed thoughts. I don't really have a good grasp on them, but if it's available on Showtime, I might be able to find time to give it a little watch-a-roo. Got Hypochondriac from XYZ Films. So this looks maybe like a newer indie film. It's got the gays. I love me my gays. That's why I'm broke, because I went so woke. All right. Will is a young Hispanic artist with a loving boyfriend and a good life, but when his mentally ill mother reemerges after a 10-year absence, it erodes the foundation of the world he created and exposes a dark past of violence he was desperate to keep hidden. Afraid of becoming like his mom, Will spirals into obsession, despair, and madness, tormented by a manifestation of his childhood trauma. Which from the cover art looks like Frank from Donnie Darko. Region A, interview featurette, commentary, deleted scenes, Addison short films, and Addison web series. Collectible booklet with liner notes. I really wish they would do a little bit more with this additional info stuff, but whatever. See, Steven says that Meet Me in the Bathroom is pretty cool. They're going to get me on the music docs this month. I decided to skip Meet Me at the Bathroom because I'm not a particular fan of the bands in it, per Voodoo. Is the GoldenEye one available for us to look at? Okay, that's cool. Wasn't sure if that got taken. Oh yeah, that was because it's still not on the limited page. Circle Collective. How to build a time machine. Let's see. I love the slipcover quite a bit. Let's see here. Well, this is weird. Wait, is this a documentary? Wait, okay, hold up. We get it. All right, so again, this is Circle Collective. How to Build a Time Machine follows two men as they set out on a journey to build their own time machines. Rob Niosi is a stop-motion animator who has spent the last 13 years obsessively constructing a full-scale replica of the time machine prop from the 1960 adaptation of H.G. Wells' literally How to Build a Time Machine. It's his attempt to recapture the memory of seeing the film in theaters with his father, Dr. Ron Mallett. With his father. Dr. Ron Mallett is a theoretical physicist whose story begins with a tragedy. He was only 10 years old when his father died suddenly of a heart attack. Distraught, he sought solace in science fiction. After reading The Time Machine, Ron dedicated his life to studying physics. He has since become a professor of the University of Connecticut and is now working on building a real time machine in the hopes that he might go back in time to save his father's life. What an odd thing. It's from 2015. And again, this is like really poorly laid out, but whatever. Got commentary by the director, various deleted scenes, an outtake from the student film Obsessed and Scientific, featurette, how to fake a time machine, machine tour, Rob's inventions, all three featurettes. Okay, I'm curious. This sounds exploitative. Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh buddy. How many 5 stars gets me mighty intrigued? That one I'm probably going to end up buying. I don't really want to buy anything right now because I'm so low on funds. I kind of bought what I could this morning, but that intrigues me. I got to say that has me pretty intrigued. Because that did not sound all that great, and then everybody's just giving it 5 stars left and right. That sounds an alarm for me. Guilty pleasures. As always, I'm not worried about missing out on Saturn's core releases, so I did not. Goddamn boobs. I'm not okay. No more of that. But I do love my SOV stuff. I'm just so backed up on movies that I'm like, I can wait on all these. I don't have time. Sylvia and Rosemary are 2 beautiful women with a lot in common. Both are residing in the same luxurious New York apartment complex, and both are trapped within the web of a terrifying nightmare. On the first floor, there's Sylvia, who has 3 admirers, an abusive boyfriend, an obscene phone caller, and a police detective with a disturbingly hands-on approach. Could one of them possibly be the notorious sex killer that's prowling the city streets? On the second floor, there's Rosemary, a young ingenue, who's attending an unorthodox method acting class in order to prepare for a challenging upcoming role. A trail of blood and bodies begins to follow Rosemary when her mysterious friend Monica from back home begins demanding an unwelcomed reunion. As the insanity of her reality and performance start to intertwine, the curtain raises on a blood-soaked denouement of grandiose proportions. In the tradition of 2 Evil Eyes, Guilty Pleasures is a 2-part SOV horror anthology conceived by New York-based filmmakers Joseph F. Parda and Joe Zasko, featuring acting turns, blah, 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 blah. All right. Gleefully inspired by the works of Dario Argento and Sergio Martino. Let's see here. Region-free audio commentary with actor and co-director Joe Zazo. Dangerous Method, an all-new retrospective featurette featuring interviews with co-director star Joe Zazo and actress Sasha Graham. Duly Impressed, an interview with actor Carl Marchese, and then a trailer photo artwork gallery. I'm, as always, into it. Again, I'm not worried about Saturn's core selling out, so I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I'm always into more SOV content. Obviously, it's kind of something I like. ETR Media presents another fucking documentary that fucking sold out of limited editions. Guys, I'm gonna be real with y'all. This is getting kind of sad. Yeah. That is cool. Slipcover artwork. I'll admit that. Like I get why slipcover fanatics would want that in their collection. It looks cool. Even the case inside is really cool. But I don't know. I don't trust ETR Media anymore. I just don't trust them. After that Clue thing, I don't get it. Surprise, surprise, Golden Era is a documentary that tells the story of the creation and legacy of the video game GoldenEye for the Nintendo 64. I also I don't find these kind of documentaries terribly interesting. And then this is just very poor. Again, guys, fucking give me an idea of what the fuck I'm looking at. So it's a region-free Blu-ray. Got that. Great. Obsession. Don't know what the fuck that means. Music of Golden Era. Okay, fair enough. The artwork of Golden Era. Also makes sense. Game engine reenactments. Okay. Meme culture and GoldenEye. Don't like that. GoldenEye in VR. Mick Gordon on Rare. What? The N64 hardware. All right. Original trailer, UK launch trailer, US launch trailer. Why is the trailer not on here? Wait a second. God damn it. I always forget that I'm not signed in on YouTube on this browser. Golden Era trailer. There we go. Let's see what we got. Oh my God, Jesus.
So in the late 90s, we saw a lot of innovation. It was kind of this Wild West.
First-person shooters were really this PC elite genre.
As great and pivotal as games like Doom and Wolfenstein were, they were simplistic.
It was all a lot of, let's just figure this out and be as good as we can be.
I started building the dam.
Oh, right, I forgot Rare. I didn't even consider the developer. That makes sense.
Without any real technical knowledge.
The mechanics of GoldenEye changed everything. No one's had that stealth thing before where you make a lot of noise, the guys are here and come and get you.
It was a movie license done by a small team of inexperienced developers and somehow ended up being, the greatest first-person shooter of its era.
They're saying to the team, it's all downhill from here.
Doesn't take very much to knock out an independent games company.
That genre has
been not only
I will say this is already much more interesting than that fucking Clue documentary, so I am intrigued. I'm not going to play any more of that because I already can feel the copyright claim coming. I tell you, copyright claims on YouTube now are a fucking nightmare. Anyway, so I guess we could also check out, I'm assuming someone's seen this. Blop, blop, blop. Yeah, that's... Okay. Yeah. I don't trust these things. I don't trust these like nostalgia-based documentaries. I say as someone who's working on a Team for fucking Kindred Trauma documentary, but yeah, I'm fine missing out on this. I don't know why I closed that when I'm definitely going to be opening it back up. Anyway, Gina from Canadian International Pictures. I'm already intrigued because I like Canadian International Pictures. Oh, okay, well, let's see here. A film both human and brutal. After being sent to rural Quebec and to perform at a seedy motel, exotic dancer Gina establishes a friendship with a group of visiting documentary filmmakers and becomes aware of a lecherous skidoo gang hiding out on an abandoned ship. Keenly aware of one another's presence, Gina and the gang develop an antagonistic relationship that eventually leads to a horrific result. But what these ski-masked snow deviants don't realize is that Gina works for some of Montreal's most dangerous criminals, and they're on their way to enact an ugly revenge. That sounds fucking great. Holy shit. Also, Voodoo, absolutely, video game historian is phenomenal. Absolutely. Holy shit. This sounds amazing. Let's see, what do we got as far as extras? Audio commentary featuring author, film historian Kira Janice and writer, film programmer Justine Smith. The exploitation of Gina. By the way, Vinegar Syndrome. Fucking get on shit like this. I guess they've done a few commentaries like that, but seriously, when there's no filmmakers available, like, fuck, I'll do it. Jesus. The exploitation of Gina is 11 minutes long. It's a video essay by Alexandra Heller Nicholas from 2020. I'm sorry. Directing Gina is a 21-minute interview with director Denise Arcand. New audio interviews with cast members Gabrielle Arcand. I'm not going to say all these names. All these people. Trailers for 3 of his other films. Well, 3 of his films, including Gina. Booklet featuring a new essay by professor author Jim Leach, who literally, I guess, wrote the book on Arcand. And yeah, this sounds amazing. Oh, it's on YouTube? Okay, well then we can check it out before purchasing. Let's see. There's already so many. I don't know how any of you fucking buy all of these. That's insane to me. The Flesh Merchant. Sounds like my career choice. Alright, cool. Guns and Boobs, got it, cool. Let's see, and this is Culture Shock. I do love me some Culture Shock. Detective Darlene Paxton has a sweet but naive sister who wants to become an actress. The sister serves booze and skimpy clothes at a sleazy bar, hoping for that big break. But this bar is frequented by devious predators of young flesh. Soon, Darlene and her partner Mac are scouring the city to track down her missing sister. What they find is a savage and sinister sex trafficking ring running right in downtown Hollywood. I like what I'm seeing so far. And got a feature-length commentary with the director, new interview with the director, as well as producer Joe Haggerty and actor Neil DeLama. New interview with the producer and actor James Adam Tucker, and original remastered trailer. Cool. Cool. I think that sounds like a good one to buy. Possibly. Let's see here. Calvaire, this is another one that I bought because I did watch Calvaire a long time ago. Long fucking time ago. And I remember liking it a lot, and I thought, you know what? Fuck it. Let's buy Calvaire. Of course, it also has not sold out. All the stuff that, like, to me looks legitimately good, doesn't sell out. But fucking Golden Era sells out. Fucking power of the slipcover, man. It's ridiculous. Blah, blah, blah. Mark, a traveling entertainer, is on his way home for Christmas when his van breaks down in the middle of a village where he quickly falls victim to a dangerously unhinged innkeeper determined to keep him captive. For the first time in the U.S., Calvaire will be available in high definition. The HD remaster was created from the original print with new color grading supervised by original cinematographer Benoit Deby and director Fabrice Duvels. This high watermark from the new French extremity movement premiered at the Cannes Film Festival, followed by TIFF Midnight Madness. So yeah, yeah. God, I'm so tired. All right, sorry. Region A, blah, blah, blah. Commentary with the director and the production designer. Got casting tapes, an interview with the director, new transfer of his short film A Wonderful Love, behind-the-scenes slideshow. Oh, this one I really like. Calvaire's production Bible. Oh, I love that's the kind of shit that appeals to me. Original storyboard slideshow, hell yeah. Storyboard to scene featurette, 4 scenes. God, that gets me going. And an essay from writer Jack Sargent, plus a teaser trailer. That is fucking rad. I'm glad I bought it. And then probably my favorite of the partner releases this month, Breathless, the remake of Jean-Luc Godard's classic. Now, I like the original Breathless just fine. But I gotta say, I'm kind of with Quentin Tarantino in saying this is better. I love this movie. This is so fucking good. I think I saw it on like Showtime or something back in the day. And it is fucking rad as hell. I could be overplaying it. It's been a long time since I watched it, but like, I mean, okay, hold up. Let's actually, just to give you a little gander here. That title screen, Richard Gere, Silver Surfer, this shit, whatever's going on there, this, what's her face, the fucking just locations and production, it's so good looking. Oh, I love it. So it's basically if it's Breathless. It's Breathless in America. There's your plot synopsis. So did they mention Tarantino? Because that's like an obvious, because Tarantino loves this movie. Okay, I guess not. Great neo-noir. Let's see here. It's a Region A Blu-ray, 2K restoration from the Inner Positive, booklet with new essays by Margaret Barton-Fumo and Christina Cacciappo, newly recorded audio commentary by Glenn Kinney, Making Breathless, a newly filmed video interview with director Jim McBride, video introduction by director Jim McBride, theatrical trailer, alternate ending with director commentary, deleted scenes with director commentary, an image gallery, and an isolated music track, baby. Oh, yeah. Love this movie. I'm so pumped. I did buy this one as well. So highly recommend Breathless. Then Alternate Innocence, bringing in Beautiful Beings, which I did not order because this is kind of like Saturn's Core, where I don't worry too much until it starts to get in, like under 200. But this looks good. It's it's an indie drama, presumably about being a gay boy. Let's see, Iceland's official submission to the Academy Awards for Best International Feature Film. That's pretty cool. Addy, a boy raised by a clairvoyant mother, decides to adopt a bullied misfit into his gang of outsiders. Left to their own devices, the boys explore aggression and violence, but also learn about loyalty and love. As the group's behavior escalates towards life-threatening situations, Addy begins to experience a series of dreamlike visions. Can his newfound intuition guide him and his friends back to a safer path, or will they dive irrevocably into further violence? That is a lot crazier than I was expecting. Okay, I'm intrigued. Beautiful Beings. I knew I'd fucking open Letterboxd again. Let's see here. Beautiful. Oh. Beings. That is a lot of strong thoughts. Oh man, that's one that as soon as it hits 200, I'm scooping up. And then finally wait, did I even? Oh, and as far as extras, it's region free, and you got a short film by the director and some trailers. That's it. So as Altered Innocence, not great at the extras usually, but I feel like all their films are generally pretty top notch. And then finally, the other one that I did buy, I couldn't help myself. The Assassin of the Tsar from Deaf Crocodile. A, I love Deaf Crocodile. And B, Malcolm McDowell. Come on. Can't say no to a slightly chubbier-faced Malcolm McDowell. Also, the plot on this one's crazy. So, it's a mysterious and labyrinthine psychological drama in which the tormented chambers of a patient's mind come to warp everything around him, even the folds of history itself. In one of his finest latter-day performances, the great Malcolm McDowell stars as Russian name, a severe schizophrenic in a dreary Soviet mental hospital who is convinced that, impossibly, he's the killer of two czars, Alexander II in 1881 and Nicholas II in 1918. The thoughtful new head of the hospital, Dr. Smirnov, is determined to cure Russian name of his madness, but instead finds himself literally pulled back through time, inhabiting the ghosts of the past as they march towards their tragic destiny. This sounds a lot like a Polish movie I watched a while back, and I do not remember the name of it, but I'm very intrigued. Sounds artsy as shit. Has Malcolm McDowell. Like, come on. What? Come on. I can't say no to that. And Deaf Crocodile, they've got great taste. So, new restoration from 35mm Elements. Commentary track by film writer and historian Sam Deegan. New essay by film critic and historian Walter Chaw. New interview with star Malcolm McDowell. New interview with director Karen Shakhnazarov. Russian language version of the film with different edit and score. And Blu-ray mastering and authoring by David McKenzie from Fidelity in Motion, which I don't know why that's a bonus. I mean, David's great. Like, don't get me wrong. David is great at what he does. He is stupidly good at his job. But I don't know why that's in the additional info area. I don't know who that is selling to, but all right, whatever, cool. But I bought this because I had to, just had to, and that's it. That is the menagerie of shit that we've got coming at us, and yeah. Oh, I forgot the rewards thing. Kind of look at, do I have to? Okay. Do I have to log in? Shit. All right, let me log in 1 second. Boop a doop. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba. All right. So, still got a bunch of slip covers. I guess I could redeem this Bloodhook slip. How many points do I have? I don't know. Anyway. I believe Beyond the Door 3 and Uninvited and Night Train to Terror are all new, I think. Which, cool. Cool. Good slips. Got some patches. Still got those pogs. Cool. And that's it. Okay, so next up on the news docket, Mausoleum versus Uninvited, which is better? That is actually kind of tough. They are both really strong vehicles. I would say Uninvited is the more fun film of the two. Yeah, I would say Uninvited, but that's a Mausoleum is probably the better like made movie. Neither is like, you know, stellar in the production department, but I would say Uninvited is the most fun. Has a cat and a cat. Come on. And then so Severin, nothing too crazy here. They're prepping various previous releases for 4K, including Zombie Apocalypse, aka Dr. Butcher MD, Burial Ground, and House on the Edge of the Park, which a little close to the release date, I think, for that one. It's been what, like a year? Maybe it's been a little bit longer, and I'm just getting old, and time is going by really fast. But don't know that I need Burial Ground it just depends on what, like, if they like, really boost the extras on these, maybe. I still haven't seen Dr. Butcher MD, so I don't really have an opinion on that. But Burial Ground's a lot of fun. I also haven't seen House on the Edge of the Park. I should probably get around to these. You know what I'm saying? All right. But speaking of Severin, they also have 2 new releases. Well, technically 3 releases. They have a standard Blu-ray for the 5 days if you missed out on, or didn't want to buy the super sexy special edition 4K. They also have Drowning by Numbers, 2-disc 4K UHD and Blu-ray with exclusive slipcover. It's a Peter Greenaway film. I haven't seen it, but I do like Peter Greenaway, so like, I definitely want it. Let's see here. But it's $40. It's so much money. Holy shit. $40 is a lot of money for a fucking single movie. But it is Peter Greenaway, and I do love... Oh, God, he's so fucking... If y'all haven't seen The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover, fucking... Oh, my God. All right. Oh, okay, sell it to me. Oh, right, I should probably mention the plot. Let's see. Joan Plowright, Juliette Stevenson, and Jolie Richardson star as 3 generations of women who murder their husbands in an unsettling salvo of sumptuous visuals, macabre capers, and numerical mischief. God, fuck, Peter Greenaway! Oh, God, he's so good. What was the... Not the fucking Bellyman Architect, but the one where the... Oh, shit. The guy draws houses. I can't think of the fucking name of the movie, but it's so good. Oh, it should also be noted, there was some drama in that Blu-ray thread for the Severin thing, where 88 Films actually popped up and were like, why aren't our releases ever talked about here? So 88 Films, I believe, is doing 4Ks of all or most of these. Wait, let me actually, before I get too deep into Greenaway land. So yeah, they got House on the Edge of the Park 4K coming. Also Hell of the Living Dead. And then I feel like, is it stuff that's coming soon? I definitely, I don't follow their shit enough to be able to remember any of this. But they're also doing these movies, and they were a little mad. They weren't covered as much. Anyway. No, wait a second. Let's see here. Let's go to the worst website on the planet right now. And what am I thinking of? Oh my God. Fucking suck my ass, IMDb. Such a piece of shit. Am I thinking of a different director? Was that in there? God, he has such a fucking... Maybe I'm thinking of a... Oh, I think I'm thinking of the other guy. I can't think of his fucking name, though. There's so many movies. Good Lord. But yeah, it would be in the... I'm thinking of a movie in the 80s. Yeah, I don't think I'm... Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking of a different director. What am I thinking of? Holy shit. What am I... okay, what am I thinking of? 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 I just have to figure this out. I think I watched it on a movie. There's a movie, and the director is into architecture. I know that. And it's about... Wait. Oh, The Draftsman's Contract. Who am I thinking of? What fucking director am I thinking of? I am thinking of Peter Greenaway. How could I not see that? How am I so bad at this? How did I... Oh, I just suck at reading. I'm not good at reading comprehension. That's my problem. Okay, so I was thinking Peter Greenaway. For a second, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? The Draftsman's Contract. Really strong. Really good movie. Not as good as Thief and Wife, blah, blah, blah. But very strong film. Very strong film. Highly recommend. Anyway. Oh god. Okay, so UHD has an audio commentary with Peter Greenaway. Fuck, god damn it. Got the Blu-ray that also has the commentary, as well as an interview with Peter Greenaway, interview with actor Bernard Hill, and an archival featurette called Fear of Drowning, and then some Greenaway game concepts. What? And a trailer, and then we have a slipcover, and that is it. Okay. I'm gonna wait for a sale. I'm not gonna spend $40 at this. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. Oh god, damn, that's so. I'm trying to be good at money, and I'm bad at money, but I'm trying to be good at money. Oh god. Oh god. Fuck. Anyway, Danza Macabra, Volume 1, the Italian Gothic Collection. Just seems like a way to get rid of a bunch of movies, but still, the only one I've seen here is Lady Frankenstein. I've not seen any of the other ones. Lady Frankenstein is really good as far as I remember, but I did see it on like a really one of those DVD, collections of like 80 movies. But yeah, I do like Lady Frankenstein. Let's see here. We've got quite a bit going on here. It's only $75, which is not too bad for this size of a collection. I do think we can do better. Let's see. Monster of the Opera, conceived as a sequel to their landmark, The Vampire and the Ballerina, director Renato Poselli, and screenwriter Ernesto Gastaldi, resurrected their Gothic fiend stalks a theatrical troupe framework for an over-the-top aria of reincarnated lovers, sheer nightgowns, sapphic hunger, interdimensional damnation, and frenzied opera that looks like the fever dream of an oversexed choreographer. Talk about some plot. OCN, let's see, we got audio commentary with Kat Ellinger, interview with screenwriter Ernesto Gastaldi, interview with Italian film devotee Mark Thompson Ashworth, and archival audio interview with director Renato Poselli. Cool. I need to listen to the latest Severin podcast. I neglected to do that today. The Seventh Grave from 1965. For more than 50 years, it has existed only via rumor, reputation, and barely watchable bootlegs. It remains perhaps the strangest Italian Gothic ever made. The sole feature by enigmatic director Garibaldi Sarah Caracciolo. Here using the anglicized pseudonym Finney Cliff. Combine similar murder mystery elements of The Cat and the Canary with odd dollops of mad doctors, escaped lepers, giallo-style killings, and one of the most strikingly original seance sequences in the entire genre. Antonio Consale, Ferruccio Viotti, and Gianni Dea star in this fascinating rarity, now scanned in 2K from the recently... I just realized that did not give me any idea of the plot. Anyway... audio commentary with Rachel Nisbet. We've got an interview with film historian Fabio Malelli, and a video essay by Gothic scholar and author Rachel Knightley. Disc 3, Scream of the Demon Lover. Let's see. Though he made only 2 horror films, veteran writer-director Jose Luis Marino here embraces the genre's classic elements and ravishes them to vivid extremes when beautiful biochemist, I love a beautiful biochemist, arrives at a foreboding castle to work for a sinister baron. She'll unlock a nightmare of dark romance, sexual violence, grisly family secrets, and some of the most perverse moments in 70s Gothic. Blah, blah, blah. 4K from the negative for the first time ever. Audio commentary with a bunch of people, interview with actress Erna Schurer, video essay by Stephen Thrower, my sweet, beautiful man, author of books on Jess Franco and Lucio Fulci, and a trailer. Then Lady Frankenstein from 1971, co-produced by Roger Corman, one of the most underrated horror movies of all time, features ultra-lurid direction by American international star Mel Wells, and okay, it's just a lot of names. Scanned in 2K from the original negative with alternate scenes, all new special features, and much more. How new? How new? Let's see. Who is the Nucleus Blu-ray Lady Frankenstein? Feliz Navidad. I love that cover art. All right, let's see here. I'm going to just... Boop, boop. All right. So there's the special features. Where are we? All right, so let's see here. What do we got? We got audio commentary with Kat Ellinger and Annie Rose, and that is exclusive to Severin. Audio commentary with Alan Jones and Kim Newman. Those are shared between the two releases. Meet the Baroness featurette with actress Rosalba. Okay, so actress's stuff. Not on the other disc, right? Yeah. The Lady in the Orgy, however, is on both discs. That's a documentary short on director Mel Wells. Notably, though, only 8 minutes long, and they don't say that on the Severin list, but they do say it on the Nucleus. Let's see here. We got Piecing Together Lady Frankenstein. That is a 35-minute featurette that's also on the Nucleus disc. We've got... oh, I kind of skipped things. I'm sorry. Let's see. Documentary short. The Truth About Lady Frankenstein in 2007 is a German TV documentary. That's 42 minutes long. That's also included on the Nucleus disc. Clothed insert shots. Video short illustrating BBFC censorship cuts. Italian opening credits. An Italian Lady Frankenstein photo novel from Big Film Magazine. Extensive image gallery. Home video gallery, which is shared. Radio spots, TV spot, and trailers. So there are a few things shared, yeah. But I think just enough to warrant a double or a U.S. purchase, and it's part of a box set, which is nice. Again, 70. That's not bad, but I feel like we can do better. Anyway, so that's Severin. Good stuff all around, I think. And like, oh man, oh Peter Greenaway, love him. Anyway, that's just a thing. All right, Eureka has a few little things to talk about. First off, we got some stuff going out of print, including Sunrise. What else is going out of print? Got Cockleshell Heroes, Hush Hush Sweet Charlottes. That's about it. All right. Anyway, so do they have just like a new releases page? No. Okay. So for new releases, we've got Burning Paradise, which of course was released by Vinegar Syndrome. Films of Andrzej Zulawski, which Hopping Mad, and then Bullet Train. We already talked about. All this other stuff is stuff that was already been talked about. Okay, so let's talk about Hopping Mad first, because this is the one that got me on the scent of Eureka's new releases. So this is the Mr. Vampire sequels. Mr. Vampire 2, Mr. Vampire 3, Mr. Vampire Saga 4, and Vampire vs. Vampire. Mr. Vampire is a heck of a lot of fun, so I'm immediately like into this. It's only 32 pounds, euros, pounds, whatever. Coming out in May, and yeah, I'm really into it. I just want to watch all these movies. They are okay. So, Mr. Vampire 2 and Mr. Vampire 3 are from brand new 2K restorations. 4 and Vampire vs. Vampire are presented in 1080p from brand new HD restorations. So that can mean a few different things, but you know, it's at least a 1080 restoration. Oh, I forgot about the Ronin Flicks thing. Let me just pop that in so I remember. Cantonese and English audio options on all films. Optional English subtitles for all films newly translated for this release. Brand new feature-length audio commentaries on Mr. Vampire 2 and Vampire vs. Vampire by Asian film expert Frank Jang. Brand new feature-length audio commentaries on Mr. Vampire 3 and Mr. Vampire 4 by action cinema experts Mike Leader and Arnie Vanima. Brand new video piece on the history and resurgent popularity of the Jiangxi genre. Reversible sleeve featuring original poster artwork, trailers, and a limited edition collector's booklet. God fuckity damn. If that's not a release of the year right there, potentially. God damn. God damn. I do not care about an Arrow sale, I'll be honest with you, so I'm not going to look at that. But I will look at the Ronin Flex sale. Really into this one. Definitely going to pre-order that at some point. Not this month, because again, monies. But once I am a little bit more secure, I'll probably be getting both of these. Andrzej Zalowski, 3 films, limited edition box set, Blu-ray. I have a copy of On the Silver Globe, but I do not have a physical release, so I'm going to buy this. Then The Devil and The Third Part of the Night. I haven't seen any of these, so I can't really say, but On the Silver Globe is one that I'm going to be watching very shortly. So I'll maybe try to work in a review of that before May, since this is happening. Also, 43 pounds, not bad. Or euros or whatever. I don't fucking know how these fucking red coats work. Limited edition box set, 3,000 copies. Limited edition hardbound slipcase. All films presented 1080p HD from definitive 4K restorations. Optional English subtitles for all films. Approved by Zalowski before his death in 2016. Escape to the Silver Globe, acclaimed documentary on the production history of On the Silver Globe. That one's been on my watch list for a bit too. That's amazing. Brand new feature-length audio commentary on the Silver Globe by Daniel Bird. Michael Brook on The Third Part of the Night. Brand new interview. Michael Brook on The Devil. Brand new interview. Brand new video piece by Daniel Bird on the cinematography of On the Silver Globe. Brand new video piece by Daniel Bird on the costumes and props of On the Silver Globe. Brand new documentary short by Daniel Bird using previously unseen archival footage from the filming of On the Silver Globe. Brand new interview with Lucas Zalowski. Brand new interview with Adam Zalowski. And a limited edition 60-page collector's book featuring new essays and archival material. Baby! Give it to me. Possession's one of my favorite movies, so this is right in my wavelength. So that's exciting as shit. And then Burning Paradise I already own because Vinegar Syndrome released it. But am I having a bad time again? Nope. Okay. Let's see here. Brand new feature-length audio commentary by Frank Zhang. Interview with actor Wong Kam Kong. Archival interview with Chui Hark. Yeah, so. You know, I mean, if you don't buy Vinegar Syndrome, then that's one way to do it. I do like Vinegar Syndrome's artwork much more. But Burning Paradise, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And then real quick look at Shout Factory / Scream Factory. Nothing too crazy. Razorback did finally get its extras announced. It is a restored 4K master from Umbrella, so it's the same, you know, they're porting stuff over from Umbrella. New audio commentary with film critics and historians Lee Gambin and Jarrett Gahan. And then we've got a bunch of ported over extras as well. Audio commentary with Russ McKahee and Shane Armstrong. Audio interview with actor Gregory Harrison. Jaws on Trotters, the making of Razorback. Deleted scenes. A certain piggish nature, looking back at Razorback with some film historians. And then the VHS cut, the original uncut 4:3 Australian home video version. I'm sure this is just everything that Umbrella put out plus that new commentary, but I'll probably just buy it from Shout just cause. But that's cool. I don't know if there's anything else I really need to look into as far as announced extras. I don't know if did Summer Party Massacre did that. Yeah, supported over stuff. Yeah. All right. I do need to purchase this one as well when I have money because I love Slumber Party Massacre too, baby. So Brotherhood of the Wolf is a fucking great French film that I saw at a very young age and did have a very odd effect on me. But Brotherhood of the Wolf on 4K. This is very weirdly formatted. We've got a new 2022 4K scan of the original negative, Blu-ray of the feature film as well, and then special features on a third Blu-ray. Got deleted scenes with introduction by Christoph Gans, The Guts of the Beast, a look at the creation of the film, from the fight scenes to the digital effects. The Making of Brotherhood of the Wolf, a look behind the scenes. And Legend, a look at the historical facts behind the legend of the Gavadan? Whatever, beast. I'm pumped for that, because that movie is fuckity rad. This double feature is interesting, as so is this double feature, The Great Texas Dynamite Chase and Eat My Dust. Tiger Cage Collection. I guess I don't really have much else to say. I'm intrigued by Wheels of Fire and Raiders of the Sun. Not a whole lot as far as extras, but, you know, more than maybe expected for these things. Got executive producer Roger Corman interview, screenwriter Fred Bailey, second unit director Clark Henderson on Wheels of Fire, and then a 2K scan of... I God doesn't even say what the scan is for Wheels of Fire. But there's also an alternate cut of the film, 80 minutes, 4:3 standard definition. Cool. Am I on like a weird version of the site, or did they like update something? I'm so confused. This looks like ass. They do have the Tiger Cage collection. Uh-oh. Having a bad time, having a bad time. This is going to be released 9th of May. Okay, I'm getting, yeah, we're getting some problems. Anyway, they have a Tiger Cage collection. Pretty cool. I would love to see Bride and Seed of Chucky on 4K. That'd be pretty sick. I don't know. I'm not that, I really don't want to talk about any of these. But, you know, it's cool that Brotherhood of the Wolf is getting a 4K. That's the takeaway here. There's a quick bit of news. Darren Aronofsky posted on Instagram that Pi is coming back, baby. I'll just read what he said. Let's see. In January 1998, we sold Pi to Sundance. We negotiated to have the rights revert to the filmmakers 25 years later. That time has come. We returned to the original black and white reversal 16mm, the same film that passed through my Bolex, and scanned it at 8K. Holy shit. Oh. It's an actual new website. You have to create a new pass. Weird. Well, it looks like dick. We returned to the original black and white reversal, blah, 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 and scanned it at 8K. We remixed Clint's iconic score and the entire movie in Atmos, and then we made a new deal with our dear friends at A24. Together with Protozoa, we are releasing the film on IMAX for Pi Day. I'm going to try to check that out. But that just means that we are very close to a 4K release of Pi. So that's pretty sick, nasty. Hopefully they give it a good treatment. But Pi, yeah. Darren Aronofsky's first film, Pi. And that's it. Oh, wait, no. Ronin Flicks. I don't know why I spelt it Flicks. Like, oh, my God, I'm such a fucking moron. Okay, oh, you know what? Internet's not being nice. So we got 42 likes and 29 viewers. So I feel like I can't actually wager that right now. Lighthouse is getting an A24 4K website exclusive soon. I saw that. I might have to spend money on that because I love the Lighthouse. There was a lot of like weird, you know that thing when like a really great movie comes out and people just have to shit on it because it doesn't meet like some weird standard they've set up, but it's like objectively really cool. That was Lighthouse for me. I feel like Lighthouse and Midsummer both had like this weird backlash afterward, and it's like, these are fucking great films. What's wrong with you? But I'm very excited for that A24 exclusive 4K of the Lighthouse. I've actually put off buying the Blu-ray for a long time, so that's great for me. Sorry, we're just as soon as this loads up, I will do a quick looky-loo at the Ronin Flicks sale. Oh, there we go. All right. So let's see here. So Battle on Blu-ray is in the Movie Madness collection only. So how do I? How do I do this? Oh, okay. So okay, got it. Movie Madness sale. Extra 35% off our everyday low prices when you spend $50 or more on any of the titles in the Movie Madness collection. So, I will say, finally, with this discount, finally a good price for the Hot Collector's Edition. I think that's perfectly understandable. Let's see here. Shredder's pretty fun. Death Wish 3. Lone Wolf McQuaid's a fucking bop. That's one I really need to do a video on. Lone Wolf McQuaid is amazing. Let's see here. We got Fear the Wolfman, Fear the Scream, Robot Holocaust, Deep Space, Death Warrant, baby. Clifford, Gas Pump Girls, Haunt again. Got the 4K if I Spit on Your Grave. Nothing's really jumping out at me. I do need to buy 315, so 315 I might grab if I can figure out my finances before the 5th, which seems a little unlikely, but we'll see. Delta Force, Bucktown, Rollerball is good. LA Bounty I still haven't watched. Is Everything Everywhere All at Once going to sweep the Oscars? It is looking like that might be the case, which is, I mean, it's such a weird thing, because, like, on the one hand, I don't think it deserves, I mean, obviously, it's the Oscars, it doesn't really matter, but if we're looking at it from the lens of, like, what would theoretically deserve a thing. On the one hand, I don't know that it deserves a lot of the Oscars it's been nominated for versus the other ones that have been nominated. But on the other hand, it's a really small movie, and it's very much against the grain, so to speak, of the Oscars. I think it's cool that it's probably going to sweep. I don't know that it should, but it is cool. You know, I feel like there's a lot of backlash to it now because it's so popular, but, like, it was the underdog for a minute, and now it's top of the heap, and I think that's pretty cool. Anyway. Oh, well, who cares about Harry Potter figures from McFarlane? Come on. The Beast of the Million Eyes, The Return. None of this is really popping out at me. I just don't see anything here that's too, other than 315. Modern Vampires is an interesting one. Mortuary. The Happy Hooker goes Hollywood, which is on Paramount, actually. Paramount Plus. Cycle Savages, Body and Soul. Lawnmower Man 2, Job's War. Come on. We've got Adrenaline, Fear the Rush. Albert Pugh in action, rest in peace. You could get Zombie or Maniac in 4K from Blue Underground at a discounted price. Same for Two Evil Eyes and New York Ripper and House by the Cemetery. That's pretty cool. Got the Visual Vengeance, Suburban Sasquatch. Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things 4K. That intrigues me. Dragons Forever 4K, random but okay. Jack Frost 2. Some interesting stuff in here. Maniac Cop 2. Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell. Did not know that there was a Return of Swamp Thing 4K. Weird. Not sure I need that. Let's see. The Dunwich Horror. They have the Shaw Scope Volume 1 set. So, again, you can get a nice 35% off of that. Oh, and Volume 2. Again, like, if I can figure out my shit, that's not bad. Angela Mao double feature from Arrow. That's pretty cool. Toolbox Murders 4K. And yeah, Deep Red, Cat of Nine Tails, Birth of Crystal Plumage, Dragons Forever. I mean, you know, there's some good stuff in there. Nothing really like blowing my mind, but you know, 35% off, not too bad, and ends March 5th. So get into that while you can. And yeah, that's going to be it for me tonight. It is almost 8 o'clock. I have things to do. And I got to pee really bad. Really, NVIDIA's first 4K. That's nuts. The things I miss. But yeah, yeah. That's all I got. Thank you guys for joining me today. And get ready for a mad March, because I have nothing on my plate as far as paid work. So I'm going to be putting out quite a few videos, unless my luck turns around, which does not seem likely. So I did hear about the Toxie box set. I might need to cover that next time. Anyway, until next time, guys, I gotta pee, so go watch a movie.